like we're every shade of the rainbow, whether your shade be of pale ivory or of the blackest hue.
Yeah,
We're all brothers and sisters of the Nile.
of course.
We're all shades of Africa is what we are. We are very diverse people. We have, well, the black woman carries the DNA and the genes for every color, eye color, hair color on this planet.
Yes.
So we can be and look any way that we want to. How can they say that we look, all of us look the same? They look more all the same to me than we do. You know they're white. You look at one of us, we may or may not be white.
Paradiso Africa. Welcome to another episode of Paradiso Africa. We are here with a very wonderful mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and we're going to have a nice, very good discussion. Follow us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's have a discussion and let us know what you think. Let's go. Madasi, yeah. We would like our viewers to meet you.
Yes, I would like to meet you.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name, I have many.
Okay.
I've been given many names by spiritual. I was born
Yes.
with the name Winona, meaning first love.
Okay.
But I'm known here in Ghana by Mommy, Queen, Senegal. They call me Queen Emoti. Yes, so you take the choice.
Okay.
But I am originally from Los Angeles, California. And as she told you, I have many grandchildren. I have 14. And I think I have 8 grandchildren the last time I tried to count.
Okay.
But I'm here in Ghana. I've been coming to Ghana for about 15 years now. So I guess you could say I am officially a Ghanaian.
Okay.
I'm also from Senegal. I came here in 2007 from Senegal.
Okay.
I've been back in since.
Okay. Very interesting.
It's been
Okay. What is your perception about Africa?
Africa is a very wonderful continent, and I think that anybody who partakes of its beauty and culture is indeed very, very, how do you say, privileged. Yes. It's a
Okay.
very beautiful place. Ghana is
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
Senegal is wonderful. But I know many African people. I knew African people before I came to the continent.
Okay.
I had a get together once and I had 12 different countries. That is my home. To see all of the African continent united
Yes.
with the diaspora as one. I think that's what causing us to miss out a lot in life. Is because we don't see the value yet.
Yes.
The connection between our people. Yes. But I'm calling my people from all over the universe. So one day,
One day.
we will be as one.
That is very powerful. You hear that? One day we hope to be united as one Africa, one love, one head, one voice, one understanding. Wonderful. That's very powerful. What prompted you to Africa?
Because I am.
Very well said.
There was a woman. So sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
You know, there was, I heard in the family, when I was growing up, I never knew anything really about Africa, but it just always seemed that I ended up knowing lots and lots of African people from different countries, even before I came to Africa. And then I found out once in the family there was a woman that they called the African, but nobody could tell me a lot about her. And the more spiritually I become and the more I understand, the more I realize that I am that African. And I've come.
And you have come home.
Yes.
That is powerful. Wow. And do you feel at home?
Yes, I always felt at home around African people. When I came to Senegal, it was a very, very spiritual thing that I experienced. The feeling I had the feeling of melancholy, a feeling of familiarity, and I knew there was some connection I had with Senegal.
Yes.
According to my DNA, they say that I am 99.7% Cameroonian.
Oh, okay.
How true that is, I don't know, because I feel a connection here, not exactly like I feel in Senegal, but I always seem to feel at home. And I'm hoping that one day I can convince others to come here. I think it will come. It's
Very
time.
soon. It's time.
Yeah, it's
time. Okay. And why Ghana?
Ghana, it took me a while to figure out why I came to Ghana. I came here from Senegal. And a man from Guinea once told me while I was in Senegal, he said, "Sister, these are not your people. You go to Ghana." But I realized I don't feel the connection that I felt in Senegal, but I realized that I will have a mission here in Ghana. I have a mission.
Okay.
It's an ancestral thing. I know that I'm supposed to have built this place. It was like Christ said once, I go to prepare a place for you. And I believe that our ancestors have been forgotten in a lot of cases. And to forget them is to disrespect them. And we mustn't do that, ever. Other people, they make sure that their ancestors are acknowledged. We must do that. It's our future.
Yes. Yes. Now that you are back in motherland,
Well,
how do you feel?
I feel always, especially when I'm on my land. I have a very beautiful excuse me.
So,
And I'm preparing that, you know. I have grandchildren and I have grown children, but they're still, my two sons and my daughter.
Yeah.
Even though they're adults and they have grandchildren, but they're still my children.
Of course.
And as I said, I go to prepare a place for you, and I know that even though I'm not getting much interest yet, but they will come on.
They will come home.
Yes, and that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing a place for them.
And what advice you have for those that are desperate to leave Africa for the illusion of greener pasture in
Well,
the West?
I tell you, like my son once said, he said the grass on the other side is greener, but if you water your grass, it will also be greener. Yes,
Very well said.
Yes.
Very well said.
We must learn to take care of what we have. God
Of
has
course.
given us a paradise, riches.
Yeah.
So we must learn how to take care of those things, because if you don't take care of what you give, then it gets taken away from
Of course. Because
you. So yes, we have to
it's
be
taken, it can be taken again.
again.
Yes.
And so we must be serious. And it's really interesting. People get really angry when you make. I'm pretty sure that some people have said, "Oh, she says things about
Yeah.
the African people." Well, we all African people, and I can talk about my family if I want to. Everybody talks about their family, but they don't allow other people to talk about it. And we have to all understand that that's who we are. There's not a place on this planet that we can't be found. But we must learn how to come together,
Of course.
to love one another, and reach out and be a blessing. Just be a blessing.
Yeah.
You can bless a person with a kind word, or a hug, or just a touch.
Of course.
And we must learn that.
And that's what we are liking. That's really because when we grow up in Africa, where hugging your parent it's not well done in the community. You have to be respectful. You have to be backward. It's your parent respect. But what we are liking is that love. But Africans are the most lovely people.
Absolutely.
That human touch is not there.
Oh. And I can't say it's just Africa, because sometimes I wonder, because I'm a very affectionate person myself. But we never did a lot of hugging. I knew my parents loved me. They always made me do that, but we didn't hug and touch a lot. I just think that's a thing of the past, that we had maybe learned that, or it's just part of culture, actually. Because I don't remember ever hugging my mother and father. As a matter of fact, it felt when I tried, because it was as though I thought, I'm supposed to hug them. I'm supposed to let them know how much
you
I
love
care.
them. Yes.
But it was awkward. It was very awkward.
Very awkward.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what advice do you have for African descent that are considering returning to the motherland?
Come on home, it's waiting for you. You don't have to have anything in particular. And there are people coming back. You're going to be amazed at how fast. First of all, there's a lot of confusion going on around the world now. People want to come home. They want to feel something that's familiar. In the last few weeks, I have had 3 different people that I don't even know
Yes.
call me because they were referred to me to tell them about Ghana. And it just seems like it's just happening more and more and more. People want to come here, they just don't know how. They don't know how.
They don't know how.
Yes. Me, when I came to Africa, I came with me, myself, and I. And people always say, we're a little bit afraid of venturing out. You came to Africa by yourself? And I thought to myself, why not? I do everything else almost by myself. Why not come to Africa by myself?
Yeah, and that is the concept of that feeling of fear if you come to Africa. And when we talk also with friends and family, they are like, Africa, people live in the ports, people are poor, people are this. I'm like, you people need to come back home to see your continent. It's just propaganda. Africa is the most beautiful, peaceful place you can be. Yes, there are ups and downs in other countries, but that is, a discussion.
Exactly.
But there is peace in Africa.
But people don't know that.
Yes.
You see, we have been given such a deficit on information, and period. Not here in Africa, but there in America, and Americans don't know anything about Ghana, or Nigeria, or any
Yes,
place. We
yes.
don't know, and they don't know anything about us over there. Some of the things
Yes.
that Africans say about America, and you try to tell them, no, that's not
It's
the way.
not the way it is.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have to learn, and just stop being ridiculous, because sometimes the things that people say
Yes.
about African people,
Yeah.
about African American people. I lived in a place called Compton once in America, and the first time you said anything about living in Compton, everybody, oh, you mean to tell me you live in Compton? Because they had given Compton a bad name, and
Yeah.
everybody
Yes.
thought that Compton was some kind of ghetto and
Yeah.
gang infested place.
Yes. Yes.
But Compton had some of the most wonderful people that I had ever met.
Yeah. The same in Africa.
Yes.
We have, when we also travel, people, when you tell them you are in Africa, they are like, what, Africa? Oh, dirty place, sickness, nothing. Because we have not really embraced who we are and know who we are. I think that's where the confusion is coming from. When they talk about the other president, Trump, also, he was saying Africa is a shithole. Sorry for the words, but I think our leader are the shitholes, but Africa is the most beautiful continent.
Yeah. Well, we don't mind what he says, because he's liable to say anything.
Yes.
So, but I noticed that shithole or not, they all seem to be, breaking down things, getting over here. So I don't want to hear about, it's just like they were making remarks about the Queen.
Yes.
Well, she might be somebody's queen, but how can she be Africa's queen? We have to learn who we should glorify and who we shouldn't. You don't glorify people who have caused you so much pain in your life. And that's that. That's my position. Everybody doesn't have to agree with that, of course. But we need to learn who to love and who not to love. Just because somebody, if somebody comes over here and spoils your name all over the place because they don't seem to care for you, we jump right on that. We don't want to be part of it. But we have to stop that. We have to start taking care of one another
Yes.
and stop going against one another, finding any small excuse to go against another black person. What does that say for you as a person?
Yes. And the unity. What do you also
Yeah.
think about the unity between Africans and Africans to the Black Americans? Because
Yes.
it seems to be, a clash and no understanding or unity. What can you say about it?
Well, it's being provoked. It's to the advantage of everyone else for us not to get along. So when are we going to stop playing into that propaganda and all that nonsense? We are not stupid people.
No,
We're the most brilliant people on the face of the earth as far as I'm concerned.
of course.
But why are we just always buying into nonsense? Anybody can come over and tell you a little fairy tale and you're ready for it. But if somebody tries telling you the truth, they stand a chance of losing their life even.
Yes.
Look at all the ones that we have lost for telling the truth.
Yes.
So I think we'll learn, and I just look at it like this. Everybody, as they said, I think in scripture, everybody's not going to make it to the promised land.
That's true.
And that's all it is to it. And we might as well acknowledge that, because you have the opportunity to, this is paradise. You have the opportunity to return to paradise and develop it as the Creator wanted it to be. He gave us a paradise. Why should it be torn down now? We should just be building
Yes.
relationships. We've got people out in places on the earth that we don't know anything about. I recently heard about an island, but they called it the Black Island. I never heard that as long as I've lived.
Oh, I've never heard it too.
Yes. And the Black Island. And when I looked at it, the people looked just like the people in LA.
Ah,
Yes, the men look like any man you might run into. But the thing about Los Angeles, and the United States, but especially Los Angeles, because that's what I know. You can go over there and find anybody, any person that you want to look at in Los Angeles. I tell people here sometimes, I say, you know what, you look just like a brother in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And if you don't open your mouth and speak and they don't hear the accent,
Yeah.
they don't know who you are. We're all the same.
It's true. We are all the same.
Yes.
Because in Europe, I remember, if something happened, they would say black people. And only us, the black, can say, oh, this one is from Ghana, this one is from Senegal, this one is from Nigeria.
Yes.
But the European, if they refer to black, you are one.
Yes.
That is, to me, I was always like, how are we not seeing and understanding this? The Westerners think we are one, but we are saying we are not. Oh, you are from Ghana, you are from Senegal, you are from Nigeria, you are from this and that. It's painful to be here and argue that.
You know, I used to hear this, they were always making remarks about all blacks look the same. What are you talking about, all blacks like? Like, we're every shade of the rainbow, whether your shade be of pale ivory or of the blackest hue.
Yeah.
We're all brothers and sisters of analogy.
Of course.
We're all shades of Africa is what we are. We are very diverse people. We have, well, the black woman carries the DNA and the genes for every color,
Yes.
eye color, hair color
Yes.
on this planet.
Yes.
So we can be and look any way that we want to. How can they say that we look, all of us look the same? They look more all the same to me than we do. You know they're white. You look at one of us, we may or may not be white. We can be.
Can be different shades.
Yes.
That is a blessing.
That's right.
Yes.
Black, almost black, jet black, women blue eyes, and people looking like crazy. But you have to understand where we came from. We contain all the colors of hair.
rainbow.
Yes, everybody. We are rainbow, and it's beautiful.
It's beautiful and powerful and love.
Yes.
Okay, Mama. Final thoughts.
Yes. All I'm saying is that I want Africans to know that they are Africans wherever they are on this planet. And we need to love and respect and honor one another. We are beautiful people, very, as my brothers say, very colorful people. We have so much, but we share so little.
Yes.
And especially with one another. Let us just wrap our arms around one another once and for all, and leave all this pain and disgusting discord behind. Be a blessing. That's my final word. Just be a blessing. Be a
Thank you
blessing
very
to the world.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. Thank you very
You are
much.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, viewers, we have come to the end of our discussion. Please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's have a discussion. And don't forget, we are different shades of rainbow. Let's wrap our hands together as Africans. It doesn't matter where you come from. As far as you're black, my brother, my sister, we are one love.